Absolutely. And it's it's going to be different for everybody, but
Absolutely.
the number one thing is to really get super clear on why you're doing what you're like. Why are you focusing on what you're currently focusing on right now? So like looking at specifically where you're blocked in your business. Is it a team issue? Do is it a marketing issue? Is it, I mean, usually everybody says it's a money issue. I get that.
I'm
But
not
you
making
have,
no money.
right,
What do I got to do?
right, exactly. So, but, and money is emotional. Money is 100% emotional. So if it's a money thing, I mean, it's always a money thing, quote unquote. But you have to do certain things in order to generate the revenue, right? So you can reverse engineer that. But specifically, you can figure out if it really is money, if you're looking at it through a money lens, you can say, okay, well, how does money make you feel right now? Like, how do you feel about money? If money was a person, what type of relationship would you have with it? Right?
Wow.
Do you respect it? Does it respect you? Are you afraid of it? Do you not really hold on to it? Like could you hug your money, or would it just like run out of your hands, fall through your fingers? A lot of us have a hard time holding on to money because we're not comfortable with having an excess amount of money.
That's good.
Right? So if it's a money thing, how do you feel about money? And look at what your current feelings are about money, and then look at go back to your vision. And how does money make you feel in that vision, right? Empowered, freedom, safe, secure, powerful, whatever your feelings are about money in that vision, because that's why you want the money. You want the money to feel that way. You think the money, when you have it, is going to make you feel that way. Well, if you don't feel that way about the money that you have right now, it's going to be real challenging to close that gap. Because someone could write you a check for $4 million tomorrow. You're still going to feel the same way about money that you do today.
Absolutely.
So that's not really the thing. So if it's a money thing, look at the emotions that you have around money. Here's a great example. Let's say you want to 5x your revenue. When you think about having to 5x your revenue, where does your mind go? How do you feel when you say, okay, I'm making 100K a month now, I want to make 500K a month, in a year from now or 6 months from now, whatever. If you immediately, or 10 to 50, whatever your scale is, if you immediately go, oh my goodness, like I'm going to have to work 5 times as hard, or I'm going to have to I'm never going to sleep. I'm never going to have a life. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Right. I'm going to have to hire, 5 times as many people. And then my profit margin is nothing, right? I haven't increased the profit margin whatsoever. Why would you do that? If the feeling, if your body is saying, I cannot hold 5 times as much revenue, this business cannot hold 5 times as much revenue right now because of what we think we're going to have to do in order to get it, it's going to be such a struggle to get it. So then you have to start looking at, okay, shift your perspective around your relationship between productivity and income, right? Can you work less and make more? Yes, you can. The answer is yes to that, right? Can you, do you need to optimize your operations? Like how can you 5x your revenue and have it feel good and have it feel fun and have it feel expansive and have it feel free? If your ultimate vision and the ultimate money goal that you have makes you feel free, well, how can you feel free in the process of 5xing your revenue? And figure out what that looks like to you. Do you need to increase prices? Do you need to, outsource some things? Outsource some, because you're working in the business and not on the business, and your value is more, is more valuable in other areas, right?
That's funny you brought that up, because when I talk to business owners, that's like the number one thing I tell them. I'm like, right now you're working in the business and you're not working on the business. And they're like, what do you mean? It's completely different. You know, you're doing the
Absolutely.
day to day, you're doing the little nuances. You might be posting on social media, coming up. Not that it's a bad thing, but it's taking time from you from working on the business and for you to get to that point where you can 5X and get to that $500,000 a month.
Right. Absolutely. You're